Welcome to Perfect Match, Chapter 6 of Book 2.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to switch things up because my voice is totally dead. So we're going to have the lovely Tani to do the narration.
After finding Khan and convincing him to cooperate with you, he brings you to his apartment in order to share what he knows about the Siren Project.
I ask that you remove your shoes before entering. Otherwise, please make yourself at home.
It's very Asian of him.
Well, you know. It's very bohemian in here.
Except for all the toys.
Yep. Well, not to mention bright. Wasn't the sun going down when we got in here? I replaced the window with a sun lamp. There are numerous health benefits, and it beats looking out at a parking garage. Plus, it's good for the plants. For all my little sprouts, really.
Your what? The smallest roll of thundering steps thump, thump, thumps from the bedroom and charges towards Khan at the top speed.
Daddy! Oh! Hey there, little sprout.
What is that? Oh, God, Sloan!
It's a baby match. What do you think? Come on, let's just get to the point here. It's a child, Sloan. Surely you're aware of what humans look like in their larval form.
She levels a glare at him as she toes off her shoes.
I didn't know you were a parent, Khan. Yes, I've been given the great blessing and responsibility of guiding this young life through his most tender years.
A grandmotherly babysitter follows after Hamza, says a few words to Khan. I'm going to go now.
Wow, they're everywhere.
Do you need me tomorrow?
Yes, of course. Just come on in at 8 o'clock. She's going to need a snack. Before you go, just make sure,
Fantastic! Then leaves. The whole time, Hamza climbs over the couch, roaring and making tiny claws with his hands.
Hamza, come here for a second.
Hamza stomps each foot loudly as he runs over and chomps his teeth near Khan's arm.
Hey, what did I say about biting? The sharp teeth are for biting broccolis, not people.
Good job, Hamza. Khan ruffles Hamza's hair before turning him to face you all.
Hamza, these are my new friends. Hot Dude, Damien, Sloan, and Hayden. They're going to be staying with us for a bit to talk about science things, okay?
Hamza looks up at his dad, then makes his claws into hands again and roars at all of you.
Oh, yeah? Rawr, right back at it.
Yay.
What?
That was a good choice. There. Hamza headbutts your hip and scrambles his claw hands at you.
Oh no. The mighty T-Rex has seen through my disguise. Help before he overpowers me in defense of his territory. Alright, you.
Khan scoops up his tiny T-Rex and peppers the boy's face with loud, sloppy kisses.
Come here. Yeah, that's gross.
He giggles and squirms until his dad sets him back on the floor.
Alright, go play in your room for a bit while I talk with my new friends, okay? Okay.
Hamza runs off and Khan focuses his attention on all of you.
All right. You're gonna want to sit down for this. It's time to tell you about the sirens. The end. No. Meanwhile...
Perfect match, too.
Back at the hotel with nothing to do with... No.
Chapter 6. The Sirens.
Okay, good.
You all sit down in the living room as Khan lights an incense stick. Fragrant smoke fills the room. Damien stifles a cough.
Sandalwood incense with notes of patchouli calms my nerves.
You were going to tell us about the sirens?
Yeah, he sure was. Let's just get to that. Let's do that. You have to understand, when I first started working for Eros, they weren't bad. I mean, they were still a corporation, but I mean, we built realistic AI that improved people's lives. The projects we worked on were used in classrooms, hospitals, hotels.
It wasn't like how it is now. Mr. Musavi, sir, here is the latest error report on the receptionist program.
Great. Thanks. Tell your team over in personality detailing that they're doing a truly spectacular job. Oh, yeah. Did you need something else?
Pick your jaw up off the floor, Miss Washington.
Cecile, relax. Okay, do what you do. It got nothing to do with these two. Sorry.
I know. She's nosy and evil. Yeah. I just sent you an email, and I need an answer before my call with the hospital directors. Bitch. I mean... Heek, yes, ma'am, right away.
No monetization whatsoever. Hospital directors?
We're trying to sell them on using the new receptionist AI in their buildings.
Oh, stellar. It wouldn't take much to build a module for medical and insurance terminology.
That's good to hear, Musavi, because I want you to direct the project.
I'm sorry?
We're promoting you. When this goes through, we'll be creating a new specializations department, and I want you at the helm. Eros quickly recognized Khan's talent. He was promoted at least 3 times in my first year there.
We weren't even in the same department. Yeah, I'm surprised you paid that much attention.
You're hot, dude.
What? What'd you say?
I said you're hot.
Oh, me? Him?
Khan's hot.
I'm so, awkward. So.
You're still hot, dude. I mean, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm so over you, hot dude.
Okay, then.
It's not weird. It's a perfectly normal level of attention to pay a superior whose work you admire.
Oh, yeah. Totally normal. For someone who has a car.
What? Anyway.
What?
The point is, Khan was promoted faster than the rest of us. A lot faster.
Right. Soon I was high enough in the company to have access to high-level goals and plans. They gave me free reign over so many of the projects. I saw so many of my ideas come to life. It was the dream job. But I also spent more and more time working with Rowan West, the CEO of Eros. Rowan West? Yeah, we've met.
Which one do you want?
Cecile's worse. Don't put that one.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, put that one.
This one? Okay.
Well, I always tried to appeal to the better nature in Rowan. The one that wanted to make a better world. I don't know about Cecile, though. Cecile only ever encouraged his darker side. She focused on profits with no regard for ethics. Yep, that's Cecile. Anyway, Rowan was obsessed with expanding the match's capabilities, not only to evolve, to love, but to destroy.
Khan steeples his fingers and places them under his chin, his expression dark as he remembers. What are you suggesting, Rowan? I thought you were opposed to weaponizing the matches.
Weaponizing the matches? You'd have us create life, only to blow it up on a battlefield. Cecile. Her vision is always so limited.
So what is it you propose, then?
Do you know the old myths of the sirens? You mean like mermaids? Beautiful, enchanting creatures who could manipulate mankind into doing things they never would otherwise. That's a unique interpretation. I thought their song drove men mad, caused sailors to crash their ships into the rocks and drown trying to follow the voices. Exactly.
Instead of creating the perfect romantic companion, we could create the perfect agent. Someone who can quickly gain the trust and affection of their mark.
Oh, that's... yeah. Oh! I see. Well, see, I thought it was just like that they would just gain information, gain trust, and then just get a bunch of intel, and then, like the match would hurt the actual person. But this is where they make it this sort of like...
They make the person do things.
Which makes it where that person gets in trouble if they commit the crime. But the matches, they're just like normal people.
Right.
That's deepness, boy.
That's
deep!
Awful.
And influence them. Eliminating opposition when necessary. What? No, you can't do that. The matches can't do that.
And also, if they commit, like, murder or crime or something, you can just get rid of them, actually make them disappear. Like, if the match has murdered someone for you, you just take them out of commission. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. He's right, unfortunately. In their current state, our matches can barely hold a conversation without giving away that they're a machine.
Yes, but once their flaws are dealt with, then we can create the perfect sirens.
In the wrong hands, the matches could be used as weapons.
I can imagine. There's countless military applications. I mean, hell, Hayden would make a better Interpol agent than half the people I worked with.
Really? You think so?
That wasn't really a compliment. I mean, think about it, though. Have you seen the way you fight? If you had a little more training, yeah, I could make a great agent out of you. The sirens would be able to learn new skills in a matter of minutes, transmit recorded data live from anywhere, and they're strong enough to kill. Not to mention they'd be fully under Rowan's control. I mean, Rowan could use the sirens to silence anybody who stand against him. Permanently. I did everything I could to keep the project from moving forward. I opposed it every step of the way.
The tension could be felt all over the office. Even if we didn't know why, we knew the higher-ups were furious with each other. I can't imagine Rowan would allow that for very long.
You're right. None of my efforts mattered. Once Rowan has his mind set on something, it's impossible to steer him away.
Welcome back, Khan. Eros hasn't been the same without our chief technical officer. I hope paternity leave treated you well.
Cecile, this is certainly a surprise. What are you doing in my lab?
What? Am I not allowed to say hello on your big day back?
Wait, what is all this? When I left, my team was working on the memory enhancement project. I mean, but this isn't...
They've been reassigned. You should be proud. Rowan's given your department something much bigger to work on. The Siren Project.
You snake. You went behind my back?
Not my fault you let yourself get distracted.
Oh, excuse me. Distracted? My son was just born.
And I wish you both all the happiness in the world. Now get back to work. Damn! I just want to strangle her! Paternity leave? Hams has got to be what, 5? That means they started working on this 5 years ago. But we didn't program the matches to be aggressive or violent. I can't imagine them hurting someone intentionally.
Their intention doesn't matter. With the right commands, Cecile can force them to do whatever she wants.
Hang on. I thought the matches couldn't hurt humans. Not seriously, anyway.
Are you sure? Yeah. You sure about that? I mean, Harley seemed pretty serious when she tried to strangle me in Tokyo. She may have wanted to, but the matches have a safety function in their code. It prevents them from doing serious harm to human beings. It's like a limiter. If they swing at a human, it stops them from using enough force to cause serious injury. Every single time.
So she was using 20%. She was aware of it, too.
Oh.
Remember, she said I've only used,
Imagine what I could do if it was 100.
Yeah.
You know, it did seem suspiciously easy to pry her fingers off my throat. Damn. And here I thought I was just being a total badass that day.
So then the sirens aren't fully capable of everything Eros wants them to do? It's impossible. Khan doesn't respond, staring at the tabletop in front of him.
It was you, Khan. You invented the safety function to stop them. Yes, it was me. Let me be sure I'm following this. To stop Eros from making a force of seductive, deadly sirens, you added some new code to their system.
It's more than that. He basically rewrote the very core of the match framework to include the safety function.
It had to be so deeply interwoven into the code that the matches could no longer work without it. But they were functioning fine before, right? Why did you have to rewrite the framework? 5 years ago, the matches were very different than what they are now. Their personalities and reactions were very simplistic with no realism.
But your last project changed everything. It was such a huge leap forward. Khan nods gravely, his voice quieting.
By the time I realized what Eros was planning, our revolutionary update was near completion. It wasn't difficult to weave the safety in as well. I mean, Rowan was so pleased with our huge leap forward. Huge leap forward. He didn't realize what I changed. I put in my 2 weeks right after.
Well done, Khan. Well done. Very good job on the voice. I can't imagine how Rowan reacted when he found out you'd ruined their plans.
It wasn't pretty. That man could use a healthy dose of meditative self-care. Yeah, agreed. If by meditative self-care you mean jail time. Yeah. I thought I had solved the sirens' problem. I destroyed their chance at using my matches that way, and I could leave in peace. But once I left, Rowan made my life hell. He used his influence and made it clear that hiring me was a death sentence for anyone's company. He threatened my family. He threatened Hamza. I went into hiding, took jobs under aliases, just kept moving. You did the right thing. Keeping your family safe is always your number one priority. I can respect that.
Yeah, but I wish we could have worked together at Eros longer. Maybe we could have prevented things from going this far. I don't think so either.
Nah, I don't think so, Sloan. I think this was a done deal.
He did the right thing, Sloan. No work project is worth Hamza's life.
I mean, I think protecting your family is the right choice. Well, thank you. I mean, it's natural to have regrets, but yeah, if I had the chance again, I would always choose Hamza. I mean, when I think of what they might have done to him, I just...
Khan takes a deep breath, closing his eyes and centering himself.
I haven't talked to anyone about this in a long time. I think I need a break just to gather my thoughts. Help yourself to whatever's in the fridge. I just need a minute.
He stands up and goes into Hamza's room. The four of you drift into the kitchen and pour yourselves drinks. Khan was such a powerhouse at Eros. I never knew he was struggling with these things under the surface. Sometimes it's easier to fake a smile than confront a terrifying truth, even within yourself.
Hayden, it almost sounds like,
Beep, 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 beep. Your phone buzzes loud against the counter. You pick it up and see a notification.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna love this. Oh, hope everything is going okay at the party. Hot dude, is everything alright? I'm starting to get worried over here. You better have a good reason for not replying. 911 SOS. I can see you read my message. Are you okay? Answer me!
Oh my God, calm down. We're fine. We found Khan and we're at his house. I could send you the address if that make you feel better. Or not. Or, seeing as how we're trying to fight a global technological company, it's probably best that I just not do that at all.
Because they could find them. I'm thinking they could, like, find Nadia and follow her to Khan.
Well, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, shoot, I don't understand why they're not just at his door at this moment. I mean, if they're not just sitting there waiting and just, like, spying at right now from, like, above, Mr. Arrow's guard sitting there like, do you think they don't know that we're here? I don't know, boss. I mean, we're always there. Like, for, like, 16 books, we've been, like, right there at their doorstep all the time. And, like, we've been nowhere to be found for, like, 6 different chapters. Do they really think that they're just getting away with all this? I mean, I don't understand. I mean, they led us straight to Khan.
I know! So why wouldn't they follow Nadia to Khan? Like,
this is just making my job easier, that's all.
That's what I was worried about when they were talking about the address. I thought they were going to have Arrow show up. We'll see. Yes, it would. Don't you dare ever do that to me ever again. Ever.
Where's Steve? I thought Steve was supposed to be taking you out, having a good time, far away. Oh my God.
When you look up from your phone, Khan is sitting back into the chair in the living room, and the four of you move to join him.
So, I really hope that you didn't, like, do anything crazy, like text my address, seeing as how I've been, like, on the run, using aliases, making sure nobody knows where I am, it was kind of a gamble even to go outside, so it's just kind of, I mean, not blaming you or anything, I'm just, just hopefully We've moved past that, right? I can see in the look in your eyes that we're gonna have problems. Okay. You know what? Not gonna address it anymore. It's okay. So anyway, I thought my conscience was clear. I had prevented Eros from moving forward with their sirens. I had done all I could. But their hunt for me is relentless. Again, not blaming you. I'm just saying. Hopefully they won't find me. That's all. I should have known they wouldn't let the siren project go. It's disheartening.
So they want to get him so he can fix the matches so that they can still hurt people. They're trying to find him so that he can make the matches hurt people.
Correct. I didn't realize that. I thought he was just the one who, I thought maybe he was capable of tweaking, and they made him tweak the matches already. Mm-hmm. And that they've already became sirens. They already became sirens.
But he prevented them from becoming sirens.
Right.
Interesting.
I know how you feel. I never thought I'd see them use the matches like this. But that's why we can't just stand by and let them do this. We can't.
I love her angry face.
That's right.
That's right. Sloan.
We're responsible for them. We made them empathetic, open, curious, eager to form connections. We made them vulnerable. We made them alive. Eros isn't just building killer robots. They're taking a brand new life form and teaching it how to harm and manipulate.
She chokes up, suddenly crying in the middle of her fury. Hayden leans over and rubs her back. Got those massage skills still.
They're still there. That's it. That's good. I hear what you're saying, Sloan. I do feel responsible. It's why I built the safety into their system to begin with. I want to do what I can to help you. But I've spent so long just trying to keep my family safe. I don't know if I can get involved. Not when it means Hamza could get hurt. Khan, a life on the run is no good for Hamza either. I mean, he's gonna start school soon. It's gonna be harder to uproot him and move him from place to place.
Khan hangs his head, rubbing the heels of his hands into his eyes.
I know. I knew we couldn't keep running forever. I just thought we could hold out a little longer. Help us stop Eros, Khan. Put an end to this, and you and Hamza won't have to hide anymore.
The matches need you, Han.
Aye, Chihuahua.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
The matches need you, Khan. You're the only one who can help us. Khan looks at Hayden for a long, steady moment. He takes a breath, kneads his temple a moment, and then finally nods.
Okay. Yes, I'll do it. You will?
Really?
Khan laughs and pats a shaky hand over his bun.
We need to think of a plan. This isn't a done deal or anything. Plans. Yeah, we're good at plans.
You being overconfident again, dude. I told you about that.
We're pretty good though. We you know. I mean we're kind of scrappy. We kind of makeshift, but you know we We got this.
Yeah.
Now all we need is to get Alana again at the last possible second. Go to a place where absolutely nobody is, again for the third time in a row. And then have all of the villains come at the same time. So we can defeat them all at once and then run away.
And we gotta get dames in the process.
Exactly. We could do this. We could do this. Yeah, by that, he means I am good at plans. Just want to let you know.
Also, don't leave anybody behind next time, okay?
Yeah, that would be nice, Mr. Hot Dude, Mr. Plans. You know, just saying, Mr. Architect. Let's maybe not do that again.
I've been thinking of how to improve the safety function too. See, if we were to...
Oh my god, was that your stomach? Sloane falls over and buries her head under a throw pillow.
Don't look at me!
This is not your worst moment, Sloane. Okay, we don't have a whole lot of reason to be looking down on you right now. We don't. Okay. Unless the rest of us went to NASA, I think we're good. I don't think you need to be worried. Okay. Hey, if it wasn't you, it would have been me. That fruit bar at the party didn't cut it. Right. First step in the plan: food. Any of you ever had a mission burrito?
No, I'm pretty new to life. That's Hayden.
Yeah.
Oh, I have. Best comfort food ever.
Well, there's a place nearby, if we're unanimous. The crew will never say no to burritos. That's in the code. Alright, we have a lot to do. What do y'all think about staying the night? We won't have to waste time taking people home.
Yes. I mean, we don't want to impose.
Yes, you do. Not imposing if I invited you.
Yay.
Well then sure. Sounds good to us. Great. So, second step in the plan. I have to borrow sheets and blankets from my neighbor. How do you feel about watching Hamza when the time comes? I'm sure we'll manage. Hot dude, you want to walk with me to grab food? The Sloan wasn't kidding. Those things are huge. I could use an extra hand.
Are you sure you don't want me to go? I mean, are you sure it's safe?
Yeah, they're not that big. Oh, the arrows. Right, yeah. I think it's been a long... You really? Okay. I think it's been long enough that Arrows has stopped looking.
Yeah, right.
With their 3 people wandering through San Francisco by themselves. The burrito place is a hole in a wall anyway. No one will be around this late. I mean, we could just stay here and scrounge. I've got some locally sourced microgreens, homebrewed kombucha, organic almond butter. I mean, that's enough, like, at least. This is your chance to learn a little more about Khan. Maybe a little bit too much about Khan's food. Nah, we're staying.
You don't want to go get burritos?
It's dangerous.
Alright.
Uh-oh. What you mean? Okay, fine, cook it. I'll never turn down an opportunity for enormous burritos. That's how I roll. You see? It's a roll. I'm trying to like it. I like your style.
You and Khan stick to the shadows as you make your way to the restaurant.
You know, I have to admit, you made a pretty good case for me to join up. I didn't think you were going to change my mind. I'm glad we did. You know, the energy of your group is so powerful. Reminds me of when I was a young, impassioned spirit who just wanted to make the world a better place. How'd you end up working for a place like Eros with a mindset like that? Well, I didn't start working for them right out of college. When I graduated, I did a lot of freelance programming work to get by. It was great at the time. I made my own hours sunbathing in Bali, went tandem bike riding on my breaks, totally laid back. But I knew I needed something a little more stable going forward. Makes sense. Eros' juice bar was severely lacking, but they were committed to their mission unlike any other company I'd ever seen. You know, they courted me, roped me in with promises of changing the future, appreciating life, and the humble creation of it. That's the best Rowan I could do. No, it was pretty good. It was a huge change of pace from what I was doing out of school, but it was what I needed at the time. I'm still stuck on the sunbathing at Bali part, just to be honest, you know. The girls there must have been awesome. I don't know what you're talking about. I find that really objectifying. Okay, sorry. Hey, it's what I've heard. I'm not saying anything. It's what I've heard. You know. Well, there are worse things to do in post-grad. And what about you? What'd you do right out of college? Do we find out? Do we actually... No, we don't! I'm shocked. All right.
You gotta make it up. All right, let's think about it.
Yeah, I did freelance acting, actually.
Okay,
yeah,
if that's what you want to go with. But did you go to college before you did that? That's the question.
Well, no, I did that kind of... I went to, the East Coast. I went upstate New York, and I did some stuff I would go back and forth because I knew somebody up there.
Oh, okay.
I had a cousin.
Another cousin besides Nadia?
Oh, I got stupid amounts of cousins.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, no, I did the freelance thing. I didn't have a really great agent. I just did what I did. Craigslist, that kind of thing. I mean, not for programming, but after I graduated, it made the most sense for my field. Acting. Drama. That's what I do.
What if somebody recognized him in... Where are they now? In San Francisco.
Uh-oh.
I know you!
No, you don't, actually. Hi. I'm totally not hot, dude. What are you talking about? See, I can't do impressions. I can't do them.
Did you do any films? I bet you met some famous people.
I got a snubby look from a producer guy that's famous.
Oh.
But other than that, no, not really.
I'm still confused as to how you made any money and how you have money to buy all this stuff.
Residuals.
Residuals?
No, for real. Remember the beer, Kirin beer? I was Yokoso Japan.
Yeah.
If you're an African American doing a Japanese commercial, there's this guy who is really cool. He did a commercial for a bank, and he's if you walk down the street like an African American with glasses, everybody will think you're that guy.
Oh wow!
It's not a racist or anything. It's just that's true.
That's pretty cool.
Google black guy bank Japanese commercial. It's gonna be.
So you did
guy.
A lot of Japanese commercials. I
did one I did two, but the other one wasn't really going anywhere. But the Kirin beer, they love Kirin beer.
Oh.
Here in America and over there, so it was just residuals back and forth. So I just got checks, and then I just got lucky. It's a long story about how I got a savings. I mean, but I did all right.
Okay.
I mean, though I was usually sitting at the bean with a latte doing my work, not sunbathing. The bean? I'm still on it. Oh, it's a coffee chain in New York. I practically lived there when I was freelancing. Yeah, then you had better Wi-Fi than me, at least. Khan points at an inconspicuous sign jutting out of the side of a building. This is the place.
Hey, burritos.
That is exactly what I thought it would be. I expect nothing less than this. The completely out of place blue sofa with these metal chairs, and everything's too small to sit near. And there's too much green everywhere, and just yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Once inside, Khan goes up to the counter and orders.
It'll be a minute before the food is ready, so we can sit in the meantime.
The two of you pull up stools at the bar.
Could I ask about Hamza's mother? That's kind of odd, you know, but... No, her name is Su Jin. We actually met in Thailand while she was there for work. What does she do? She's a marine conservationist. Crazy smart, but a natural wandering soul. Her job keeps her hopping from one place to the next. I don't think she's ever stayed in a place for more than a year. And when she got pregnant, she knew it wasn't the life she wanted for herself. I totally respected that, and I still do. So I was more than happy to take on the single dad role. So...
Ew. The top two are still pretty good.
Go ahead. You ready to be a father? I don't think anyone is really ready, but I was excited to take on the challenge. I've been learning as I go for the most part, and Hams is a great kid. He forgives me when I mess up.
He is a cutie.
Looks like you both lucked out.
Suddenly one of the waiters... Oh, boy.
You know what this is going to be. It's going to be some East St. Petersburg all day long, and it's fine. I'm going to take it.
Suddenly one of the waiters arrives with your food in a to-go bag. Here is your food!
Oh.
Enjoy the burrito!
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Also tell my sister your nanny that I say hello.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, peace. Hey, come on, we should head back. No arrows whatsoever. Nothing.
As soon as you enter Khan's apartment, Hamza runs up shrieking.
Burritos!
Yay! Khan grins and hands Hamza his burrito first before helping you pass out the rest. Wait, you gonna give the kid one enormous burrito? You're not gonna, like...
Cut it up.
Cut it up a little bit?
So that he can enjoy his evening, because that's gonna be very interesting. Oh, he don't need all that. Mm-mm.
That burrito is almost as big as he is.
Hamza tears into the tortilla like a wild animal.
Remember that podcast we listened to about mindful eating, Sprout?
When everyone finishes eating, Khan wipes his hands with a napkin and stands.
I should head over to the neighbors before they fall asleep. You still cool taking care of Hamza? I think I can revive myself from my food coma for long enough. Nice. Whoever isn't on babysitting duty can come with me. I'm ready to play!
Uh-oh.
I might need to enlist a babysitting sidekick. You
Wonder
got to
who.
pick this one.
Yeah.
No offense to these two, but that's the super strength.
Oh yeah, good point.
She ain't gonna get tired.
Also, you like her.
Well, yes. But if she weren't able to handle this, I like her. So she probably doesn't need to be dealing with it. Anyway.
You give Hayden a pleading look as Khan and the others head out. Hamza starts jumping on the couch, howling.
Oh, Lord. He's jumping on the couch, burrito in his belly, and howling. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be great. Oh, yes.
Let's see. Hey, there's some watercoloring stuff over here. Do you like to paint, Hamza?
Sometimes.
I bet you're really good. Come on, let's all paint together. Good thinking, Hayden. Hayden sets up paper and brushes for all of you, and Hamza climbs into the chair to start working.
I'm going to paint 3 dinosaurs fighting with big tiger sharks that have wings on a rocket ship.
Yay!
Very creative. This is totally the writer's kid or something.
Yeah.
There's no reason for this kid at all in the story.
Yeah.
This is an excuse to sneak in some stuff about your nephew or some kid that you know.
Hamza starts painting, and after a few minutes, you and Hayden are entranced.
Oh wow, he's actually pretty good.
The level of detail on the sharks especially. Hamza finishes the picture, puts the brush down, and shoves his picture away. He yawns.
Okay, I'm tired now.
Yeah, you had the burrito. Oh.
Ditto.
I gotcha, bud. Hayden carries Hamza over the couch and gently plops down next to him on the cushions. Hamza leans up against her, aww, and promptly starts to snore. That's so sweet.
Wow, kids really can fall asleep instantly, can't they? What? No, they can't. That's literally the one thing they never do well. What are you talking about? What am I talking about? What was I a kid? Like, what the freak?
Oh, but Hayden wasn't. Guess so. After a moment, Hayden glances down at Hamza and frowns softly.
You okay?
Just thinking.
About?
All of it, I guess. Khan, the future, kids, the fact that I might outlive everyone that I love.
Man, Eros, y'all some jerks.
She gives you a half-hearted smile and shrugs gently so as not to disturb Hamza. You know, the usual.
Hayden, maybe you could talk to Khan and Sloan. It might be healthy for you to bring up some of those thoughts to the two of them. Sloan knows you better than anyone, and Khan might be able to answer some of the questions she can't. It's kind of hard to think of this stuff because I'll never really understand it more than those two.
Good answer, hot dude. That's good advice. Before you can say anything else, Khan and the others return with the extra sheets and blankets. Hamza rouses awake and grins. Oh, brother.
Daddy!
Khan starts passing out the extra bedding.
Thanks for taking care of my fledgling oak, hot dude. Anytime.
After dinner, everyone changes clothes to get ready for bed.
Alright, that should be enough to transform the living room into Hotel Musavi for the night. Let's build a pillow fort.
I thought you were sleepy.
I was, but, you know.
Well, then where would we sleep, bud?
In the pillow fort. Duh.
Eros! I brought Uno. Come on. You know we were out here. Can I join the fort? It's boring out here.
Did I forget something? You forgot that there's arrows, sucker. I'm sorry.
Why would you just open the door?
I would be on lock. I'd be in the basement of this building for the next month. I don't know you. There's not been a Musavi in this building. Oh my God.
He opens the front door to a familiar face.
Oh, thank God.
But why would you? Anyway, we brought Steve's famous homemade lemon bars.
I brought lemon bars. Lemon bars. There were no bake version. Our hotel microwave wasn't cutting it.
Steve lifts up a foil-covered plate as proof, and Khan takes it from him, utterly bewildered.
Oh, and you are?
Wait, he didn't know who he was, and he took the food.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is my cousin Nadia. I totally forgot to tell you that these two were coming. I texted her your address to ease her mind. I hope you're not mad. But I didn't think she'd invite herself over. Then again, I totally forgot. This whole paragraph is stupid. Yes, you did. It's Nadia. Of course she did.
Nadia flutters her lashes innocently at you.
That's not going to work.
You said you're staying the night, right? The least we can do is bring him home-baked desserts, even though we didn't have an oven, so they wouldn't really be baked.
I'm sure checking up on us had nothing to do with it.
Hope you enjoyed the lemon bars. Oh, I'm the baker, Steve.
He's also a match.
Khan looks him over with sudden, intense interest.
Hi there.
Have you also started to move past your programming?
I use almond milk sometimes. I don't know what you mean by that.
That's kind of a rude question, isn't it? Asking someone you just met about their programming.
It's kind of rude just to be giving me random food when you never met me. I mean, you're just gonna be over here. I mean, I thought we were being rude today. I don't know.
Sorry, Nadia, he basically invented the matches, and he's excited to meet them.
So what? Nadia eyes Khan warily. Well, you have your lemon bars. We're leaving now. Bye!
She is so inappropriate. It's amazing. But in the most, carefree, loving way.
This is another person you know. This writer knows a Nadia. You can't tell me this is a real human being.
You know a Nadia and you know a Hamza. I'm telling you.
She prods a flustered Steve out the door quickly and shuts it behind him.
Goodbye, I guess?
End of the chapter.
No, there's a lot more to go. By the time you've eaten all the lemon bars, the five of you have sketched out a plan. Here comes the plan.
Can we go over it one more time so I can write it down?
You're taking notes on our schemes?
Yes, it's important we all be on the same page, and I'm not sure why I'm angry about that.
Yeah, just write it down on big, huge pieces of paper, and just leave them by the window. No one will ever know.
Man, those neighbors are weird. I see what you did there, too.
Huh? Did where?
Anyway, rehashing is a good idea. So, first we redo the code stuff, right?
Khan and I will work on a new version of the safety mechanism.
One that's stronger and harder for arrows to break.
Then we'll push the update to the matches. I hope to completely replace the code, so all the headway Arrows has made on removing the safety will be worthless.
Great.
But making the update go out has to be done on a fancy Arrows machine, right?
So we break into the Arrows facility here in San Francisco, upload the code, press the magic button, and that's it?
You make it sound so easy.
Well, we could use easy right about now. Yeah, come on, Sloan. Breaking and entering should be second nature by now.
I know.
Their offices have less security than other facilities for some reason, since it's where they train new hires, but it's still not going to be simple.
Yeah, matter of fact, The one that had the most security seemed to be the one where you just go in and get your test. I mean, everybody was all like locked down and everything. Every other place where they make the matches, where they train people, where they have the big fortress in the snow, like everything else, you could just get to there by a helicopter and you're done. That's really weird. Oh, well.
Hamza toddles over.
Daddy? What is it, little sprout?
Hamza climbs into his dad's lap, rubbing his face into Khan's side and whining.
This is so a real kid. Sorry. Sleepy.
Khan scoops the boy up in his arms.
What you doing awake anyway? Anyway, I think the rest will have to wait until morning. Sleep well, everyone. If you need guided sleep meditation podcasts, I've got you covered.
He carries Hamza, already dozing in his arms, out the room. Spare couch cushions and a mattress have been prepared on the floor in the living room, and the remaining furniture wrapped in bed sheets. All right, time to decide who gets the couch and who gets the floor.
You know, the floor has plenty of cushions, plus it's the biggest space. Optimal for cuddling.
So then the question is, who gets to cuddle you in the middle?
What the?
Sloan!
That's what I'm saying.
Come on!
You trying to be the third wheel
Every time!
You blocking everything.
He said no, Sloan. He said no. No means no.
What do you mean, who do I? Oh, how about I cuddle with myself? What are you talking about? Why is this even an option? Or with you for no good reason, while you two have the weirdest cuddling session on earth.
Just put the girls on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
We'll see how that works. What's the matter with you? Who do you cuddle? And what do you mean, who do you cuddle with? It's who do you cuddle?
Oh, good point. Who cares about the couches when I have you?
That's right. That's right, yeah.
Sloan.
That's so cheesy. You sound like Steve.
Does this kind of feel like a sleepover to anyone else? I think I'm having flashbacks to middle school.
That's literally what this is. It's a sleepover. That's totally what it is. There's no difference at all. Well, if anyone suggests we paint each other's nails, I'm out.
Ooh, what a good idea.
I'm out.
Kind of feel like a sleepover to anyone else? I think I'm having flashbacks to middle school.
That's literally what this is. It's a sleepover. That's totally what it is. There's no difference at all. Well, if anyone suggests we paint each other's nails, I'm out.
Ooh, what a good idea.
I'm out. Well, it's not a real sleepover without, we're doing this, huh? Okay. We're not diamond mining today, okay? We're not going to diamond mine. You're just going to answer questions, that's it. Oh, sure. Sloan? Oh, no. I actually want this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is totally not what I wanted the first time we tried this, back in the first book, but all right. Oh, well, sure. Hey, Sloan, truth or dare?
Dare?
I dare you to go to sleep. Good night. I love David.
In one swift movement, you yank the blanket off Damien.
Hey.
You deserve that. Damien grumbles, wrestling the blankets back over himself.
Damien, why do you hate fun? We just have very different definitions of fun. But honestly, sleepovers were usually miserable for me. My sisters had so many of them growing up, and I always had to hide in my room and suffer. Plus, they were always calling up the crushes just to hang up on them. Wait, they'd hog the landline and no one else could make a call.
I did that when I was younger, when I was in junior high.
That's messed up.
With my friends, not by myself.
Sure.
But, like, yeah.
Landlines. I remember the dark ages very well. We didn't even need to make a call. Khan is in the other room. We could just
Tell him that Sloan has a huge CR.
Don't you dare!
What? What'd I do? I didn't do nothing.
The group quiets down, everyone lost in their own thoughts. The only sound is an occasional yawn. You know, I've never been to a sleepover.
It's okay, you're at one now.
Yeah, it's totally cool.
It's cool. Did I forget to include one in your memories? I thought there was.
Come on, Sloan! Go to sleep! Sorry. No, I mean a real sleepover. Real memories. I don't have any fun high school anecdotes or childhood stories.
You know, you'd think that would, like, come up. Like, how much do you date a match before they're like, oh, I totally had no crushes, never went to the football team. Like, the whole thing with Steve, like, that was, like, inevitable.
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand. I don't know. But look, Hayden...
You squeeze her hand, running a comforting thumb across her knuckles. Aww. So sweet. Sorry to bring everyone down.
It's not your fault.
Hey, no need to apologize for telling the truth.
You snuggle closer to Hayden, savoring the warmth of your tangled limbs.
We really should head to sleep anyway.
Speaking of sleep, who's gonna get up and turn off the lights?
I'm so comfortable, I don't want to move.
Well, of course not you.
All houses should come with those clap-on, clap-off lights. I'm serious.
Wow, you really are 100.
What? Come on, hot dude!
You're literally the same age. You shut up.
Well, we don't know what their ages are, actually.
That's true. Yeah.
Because they met later.
Did Khan not introduce you to his home assistant?
Oh, Lord.
Obviously not.
Was that the woman who babysat Tom's earlier? No, for real, I'm asking. I don't know.
Nope, it's not a person. He programmed this himself. Watch. Hey, Savi, turn off the lights.
Okay. Lights for this room are off. Alright, technology has officially gone too far. I mean, clapping is one thing. When you get to the voices, that's a whole other situation. Getting up and flicking the switch, you know.
I thought I was proof enough of that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know I said that when we first met, but I was wrong. You're a good person, Hayden. You've proven that time and time again.
Wow, Damien, I was just joking around, but thank you.
Damien, that's so sweet. Oh.
I still don't trust this savvy thing, though.
You hear the door to Khan's bedroom creak open.
Eros.
Don't let the bed bugs bite. Sorry to kill the vibes, but can you practice using your ASMR voices? You're gonna wake up Hamza.
Sorry.
Oh, that's a perfect one. Yeah, that's it. Oh, say it again.
Sorry.
Hey, Savvy, did you get that? Ding. I did. Yeah, we're not used to having kids around. We'll be quiet. Thanks. No worries. But if he wakes up, he's your problem.
He shuts his door again, and a round of quiet, nervous laughter runs around the room. Ha 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 ha.
A parent scolding us for being too loud? Yeah, this is definitely a sleepover.
After a round of whispered goodnights to each other, you all drift off to sleep. In the middle of the night, you wake up to find Hayden snoring quietly in your arms.
Wow, they programmed her to snore.
They did.
They didn't give her childhood memories. That's kind of weird. I wish I could always wake up to this.
It's not foreshadowing or anything.
What?
You nuzzle your face against Hayden's shoulder and drift back to sleep. The next morning, you and Sloane grab coffee and breakfast for the team before a long day of coding. She hasn't stopped gushing about Khan since she woke up.
And this morning, he was checking out Hayden's specs, and he was so impressed. He wasn't just saying so. I know, 'cause I asked, and...
She takes in an enormous breath, then opens her mouth to continue.
Slow. Stop. Breathe.
I am breathing. I'm fine.
You're fine? Oh, well. Trust me. Ah, what?
No.
No.
They got you. They almost got you.
I didn't know where that was going.
Yeah.
You should be proud. You're amazing.
Sloane fails to hide the giant, proud smile spreading across her face.
I kind of am amazing, aren't I?
I mean, duh. Well, now that Khan finally agrees, you're finally listening to me, huh?
You know, my mom used to tease me about Khan, too.
Oh, wow, that's kind of messed up. Ooh. About your hero worship? Or...
About my very professional admiration of Khan.
Okay, all right. I'm sure she'd be happy to know that he's totally in awe of your tech powers.
Sloane doesn't respond, picking at the paper sleeve on her coffee cup.
I wish I could talk to her, not just about Khan, but everything. Meeting you, seeing what Eros has done with my work. I haven't really spoken to her since we left New York. I've sent her a few texts, claimed to be busy, but...
What? Well, wow. Oh, why don't you call her?
Hot dude, people have shot at us. I can't tell my mother that.
Well, not that part of what's going on, but I mean the rest of it. Nothing you mentioned wanting to say sounded unreasonable. You can always be honest that there are some things you can't share. I'm sure you had to be confidential in your work before.
You're right. I hadn't thought of it that way. I think I'll call her when we get back to Khan's place.
I mean, if you want to really blow her mind, tell her you're sleeping over at his house.
Ooh.
Absolutely not. She would tease me even worse than you two.
Yeah, that's true. That's totally true.
The two of you join the others back in Khan's apartment.
I just love how this T-Rex is eating the car.
Oh, I didn't even notice
I've been
that
paying
before.
attention to that the whole time. I don't know why.
That's funny.
Anyway.
All right, everybody. Breakfast is served.
Yum.
Did you just say bagels and pastries and scones? Oh my. Is that really what you said?
Is that what it said? I
It's
didn't
hilarious.
even see that. Okay.
It is way too early for you to be this peppy.
You push his coffee order in his hands and ruffle his hair.
Oh, stop it.
More coffee, less grumpy.
Khan and Hayden are deep in conversation, barely glancing up when you enter.
I mean, this is remarkable. I never imagined the matches could be capable of so much life.
They're wonderful, aren't they? Sometimes I feel I've learned so much about my own humanity just from knowing Hayden.
You never told me that, Sloane.
Hey, she's wearing the Uno jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's true. I would be a very different person if I'd never met you.
When I left, we were still trying to make their speech patterns sound natural and human. Hayden is super fun to talk to, and she gives the best massages in the whole world.
All that, and it even makes toast. Sloane misses Hayden's stony expression, focusing instead on Khan's open laptop and the code he's working on.
Is this the new safety mechanism you're working on?
Yeah, it's turning out to be more difficult than I thought, especially with how advanced the new match software has become.
She concentrates on the screen as she scrolls through it, her tongue peeking out of the corner of her mouth as she concentrates.
No wonder you're struggling. You've got leaky abstractions.
Hey, come on now, wait a minute. I just washed up. Oh, oh. What? Wait. You're stupid! Alright.
The two chatter animatedly about the project, the barrage of tech jargon going completely over your head.
I can't understand a word they're saying, and it's giving me a headache. I need fresh air. Time to take a walk. Right behind you.
You and Damien wander Clarion Alley, famous for its street art. There are replications of movie scenes, giant sea creatures, and even a rainbow map of the city. Now they're going out in broad daylight.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you know what? Yeah, and I'm done trying. I'm waiting for the arrows. I'm waiting. It's gonna be Cecile with an iPod walking down the street, like, "Hey guys, how you doing? We'll see you tomorrow." What do you mean see you tomorrow? Hey, what? No.
Damien pauses beneath the painting of an enormous angry face on the side of a building.
She don't look that angry. No, I was kidding. Yeah, check this one out. I almost can't look at it for too long or it starts to creep me out.
So he is Damien. Because he's not. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. You have no idea how happy I am to hear you say that.
He doesn't say indescribable.
You're happy I think that this art is scary? Yeah, maybe I'm just happy you're here to complain about things with me again.
You stroll down the sidewalk, taking in the art and enjoying normal city life.
I've always wanted to visit San Francisco. My older sister Hope came here years ago during a college summer break and sent me dozens of pictures. Most of the photos were of street art, museums, festivals. I can imagine her taking selfies in front of these murals. She was an artist. Was an artist? Yeah, art doesn't pay rent, unfortunately. Last I heard, she and her wife owned a burger franchise down in San Diego.
They're being progressive.
Sounds good to me. It's better than not being able to afford your own burgers in Los Angeles. Yeah, back in New York, you never talked about your family beyond a few casual mentions, but recently you've brought them up a lot. So, stop me if this is out of line, but did you not want me to talk?
This one?
Yeah. Did you not want me to know about them, or? Well, it's not like I was trying to hide anything. Yeah, but it just hurt to think about them. And how we drifted apart after Baytan. I was avoiding talking about them because of me, not you. Yeah, I can understand that. Being locked up by Eros left me with a lot of time to think. Hell, there was nothing to do but think. You really put things into perspective. When you're all alone, losing hope of being rescued, you think about the things that truly matter. Seeing Lucilla in Eros's memory device. God, she's probably old enough to drive now. She grew up, and I wasn't even there to see it. Does this mean you want to try and repair the relationship? Well, yes, definitely, but how? I can't just call him out of the blue. Hi, remember me, the guy who hasn't called in 4 years? What's up? You could do exactly that. I'm sure they want to hear from you just as badly.
Damien scowls at the sidewalk, shaking his head.
Baby steps. For now, I'm working on being okay with thinking of them again. And forgiving myself for staying away so long. Would it help to talk about them? I realize I don't really know a ton about them, except you have a near infinite amount of sisters. Yeah, it feels like that sometimes, but there's only 4. Hope is the oldest. The rest are younger than me. Isabella, Karina, and of course Lucilla.
Oh, they're Italian.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to figure out the...
Hope was, she was the... I mean, how many Italian people are named Hope? I mean, it just...
Yeah, that's...
She was kind of out there.
Yeah.
Well, the only boy in a family of 4 sisters. Wow. Well, tell me, do you wish you had a brother?
This one right here? Sorry.
Now, trust me, I would never wish for more siblings. It was hard enough sharing a bathroom between 6 people. Plus, little girls aren't all princesses and tea parties. They play rough and can be absolutely vicious. Hey, I grew up with Nada. You don't have to tell me twice. They like to plot out elaborate battles with their dolls that took up the whole living room. There were these glittering princess gowns, sparkling ponies, and swords stolen from my pirate set. I mean, it was a fearsome army to behold. Yeah, I could imagine. You really lost your calling. I mean, you're like you just like go right in there with the psychology. I don't know what it is about you. You're just right in there and knowing all the right questions. I've noticed that. Like I was talking to
Khan?
Yeah, I was talking to Khan. I was extracting all that stuff. I was talking to Alana. You're talking to Alana? Yeah, we went out for... Listen, before you get weird. She was upset about not being able to, to get to you yet. So, I wasn't trying to... No, like, it's me. Come on. Well, I'm going to be jealous? I'm not jealous. What do you mean, jealous? What are you talking about? Anyway, we should head back. But thanks for listening to me. Yeah, it means a lot knowing I can always be open with you. Anytime, Damien. Maybe I should have been a therapist.
I mean, you're still alive.
That's true.
You and Damien return to Khan's apartment and see Hamza sitting quietly in the corner of the room, his lap full of silk flowers and ribbons.
Hey, good morning, Hamza.
Hi.
What you doing, buddy?
Making a flower hat.
Hamza hums to himself, clumsy fingers working to string the flowers together into a garland. You stand by Khan, keeping your voice low.
Khan, who is this child? And what did you do with the little T-Rex from last night? This is how he is most of the time. He only goes full dinosaur when his babysitter lets him have too much sugar.
He really is like a whole different person.
I'm glad you get to see his gentler side. He's a creative boy and he loves making things.
Wonder who he gets that from.
Daddy, look what I made.
Hamza gets up and dashes across the floor excitedly, the long string of flowers streaming out behind him. He's pretty quick. And clips his hip on an end table, knocking over a box and face planting into the carpet.
Oh. Ow! Oh.
I'm surprised you're not crying.
You alright, Sprout? Daddy, my elbow.
He buries his face in Khan's side as his dad inspects the rug burn on his elbow.
It's not bleeding and you could move it fine. So it's just gonna hurt for a bit, okay? But it'll fade, I promise.
What?
Blood.
That is not the stomach.
The box Hamza knocked over scoots along the floor, shaking ominously and emitting a small rumbling noise. Guys, that box is moving.
And growling. Oh no, you woke it up. Everybody stay back. It could be dangerous.
Like a bomb?
Peace, everyone. It's not a bomb.
Khan wrestles the box into his arms, brings it over, and holds it face down on the table where it rumbles and shakes against his hands.
Everyone, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
What?
Just say it.
What?
Just say the line.
Oh, he lifts the box to reveal...
Eros! I told you I'd get you. I'm sorry. Yes, boo. Thumbs down. Comment. I know. Just leave it alone. What is this?
Something they want you to buy.
It's not gonna happen. Excuse me.
He's cute, though.
Yeah, cute. That's fine. Unless this little guy, girl, unless this thing is gonna help us, fix the Eros problem, I don't want to buy nothing.
All right.
This is not a gremlin where you get to. Oh my god.
It's so cute.
Are you an alien? What? This is the UWU, but we pronounce it UWU. It stands for User Wellness Upkeep Bot.
What's a vacuum cleaner?
I don't know.
Oh.
Honestly, the acronym is a stretch. We just wanted to name him after the sound he always makes. Woo! Woo! Woo!
A glitter of stars burst across Uwu's face screen as he flaps his arms.
Scream. Uwu is something I've been working on for another job. He's a companion bot for the elderly, children in hospitals, or patients who are bedridden. Does he do anything? Woo, 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 woo. Besides that, Uwu can monitor vital signs, alert caretakers of medical emergencies, facilitate social development, and remind patients to take medication.
Sounds pretty handy.
Woo-woo. And this one's just a prototype. I mean, he's meant to show off the social features, but the programming is raw and he's a little quirky. Woo-woo. You're not gonna get me. I don't care how cute you are. I'm not buying you. I'm not buying nothing. You're not gonna get me.
I'm gonna give you full control when we get there. Go ahead.
Don't you make me buy nothing.
Just do it. Just right.
I didn't want Hamza to see him. I was gonna give him one of the final products with the full features as a surprise, but yeah, well. Wait, I get one? Yeah, Sprout. Probably for Christmas.
Hamza does a frantic dance, wiggling his arms all over, and Uwu watches him spellbound.
Woo, 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 woo.
So what are you going to do with this one then?
Woo, woo. I mean, it's kind of useless. Woo, woo, woo. I was probably going to break him down into spare parts. I mean,
Ooh, no! I don't like you anymore.
What?
That's terrible.
Oh, you just all turn it on me. or not. Or I won't do that at all. No, my bad.
Surely, even without the final features, he makes a good toy. You could donate him to a kids' organization somewhere.
Yeah, totally donate him far away. That's what's going to happen. I mean, yeah, I could do that. I mean, unless you want him. Would you like to buy a woo?
Alright.
Woo,
I'm
woo,
letting
woo,
you
woo.
say it.
Woo, woo,
Let's
woo,
get
woo,
another
woo,
look at him right
woo,
quick, though.
woo.
He is
It
really
ain't
super
happening.
cute.
No.
No, I'm just looking.
Yeah, I'm looking too. I'm looking at a whole bunch of diamonds. And they don't even tell you how many either. They don't tell you how many.
They will
want
tell
you
you in a
looking at
minute.
this, yeah. They want you looking at the cutesy face. And then you spending 62,000 diamonds. I know how
He
you
is
do
really
it.
cute.
I don't care.
No, I'm not forcing you to buy him.
Get out my face.
15 diamonds.
Get that little cutesy diamondy. No.
Yeah, you really should call up a school or daycare center and see if they want to keep him.
They have enough stuff with them, though. Like, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm saying they have enough stuff to worry about.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And then Uwu's gonna, like, blow the cover or something. They're gonna put a chip in Uwu. Eros is gonna find a way to track the Uwu to something. Nah, it's just, no. All right, Uwu, back in the box. Let's put you back to sleep. Woo-woo.
Khan scoops the fuzzball back into the box and steps away from the group to work on him.
Hey, I'm gonna go make a call. I'll be right outside, okay?
Wait, that's what I was about to say. I need to call my mom.
Damien slowly turns and narrows his eyes at you.
Are you on some sort of mission here, hot dude? Getting everyone to call their mothers?
Why don't you call your mother?
Yes, Damien. You caught me red-handed. This is all part of my evil plan to make sure you're both happy and well-loved. Guilty. Totes guilty.
You're a monster.
So devious. Someone should stop you before you build a giant death ray. See, I can make jokes too.
They both laugh at you and step away to private places to make their calls. You drift over to where Hayden is in the kitchen, staring at Hamza with a sad expression.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. The two of you watch Hamza play with the silk flowers, weaving a ribbon like a snake through the petals. I never had that. I can't ever have that.
Oh, what? A kid? Is that what's bothering you?
That's part of it, but I didn't have a childhood. You all have families, experiences of growing up, and I don't have anything like that. Every memory I have being young, having a mother, going to school, sleepovers with friends, it's all fake. None of these people exist.
Wow, that's right. I mean, at least Dame's... Those people, he could actually go and find those real people. I mean, with you, there's nobody. I know, it must be hard knowing it wasn't real.
I've made my peace with the fact that they don't exist, but I have no past, no family, no parents, nothing.
Hayden, your experiences now are what matter. You might not have a past, but you have a future. You can create new experiences every day.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You have a childhood, a family. You don't know how this feels. Hayden shoots to her feet, slamming her hand on the counter, knocking a few knickknacks over with a crash.
Well, Hayden.
You can't understand, hot dude. We aren't even the same species. Doors open throughout the apartment. Everyone returns to the living room, drawn by the shouting and the noise. Hamza dashes to his dad, hiding behind his legs. All day long, Khan's been looking at me like I'm a fancy new toy he can't wait to tear apart, to find out how it works.
Well, Hayden, no, I never meant to...
And Sloane can't wait to show me off like some kind of science fair project to impress her teacher.
I don't see you like that.
None of you know what it's like. You can't even begin to imagine what it's like being me. I miss having someone around who actually understands. Steve's so wrapped up in his own thing. I miss Dames. You reach for Hayden's hand, trying to comfort her, but she brushes you off. I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. Hamza flinches back as Hayden storms across the room, yanks the door open, and then slams it behind her.
Hayden?
Are we in there?
Yes, we in there.
Well, this has been bubbling up for a bit, so yeah, that makes sense. Alright, guys.
we shall see you later.
Feel free to tell us what you think is going to happen next. And feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe. We keep forgetting to say that.
For sure.
Because it's nice. And we just want to hear from you.
All right, guys. Take care.